Howdy folks, welcome back to Skybees 2. I've done a few things since my last little video and just thought I would go over some of it because there'll be some bigger changes coming once I get, as you can see, I got some applied energistics started, and I'll be changing out a lot of storage. Well, I mean, storage drawers will stay because they're just magnificent, but we'll be changing out a lot of our storage and stuff for applied energistics. We'll start back here. Bees are still doing their thing and all of their own machines. I've added this compact machine. This has my energy manufacturing in it. I have this free lava setup, creating lava for the nitro magmator that I have there. As long as these jar auto processing blocks have somewhere to stick one of these lava fluid containers, which they do in this oak drawer, they'll run forever. That's why it has the void upgrade in it. It'll make up to the 6,144 buckets of lava in there, and then it'll void them. Well, what that does is that keeps these guys from thinking that they're spitting into the world and shutting off, so they always run. I don't have to worry about it stopping. The basic fluid tank here is getting fed the fluid containers through this hopper here. Guess you could use a pipe, but I started with a hopper, so I left it. You just have to make sure you set this control to empty. That way it empties these fluid containers. If you don't, it'll end up dropping one in this bottom slot, and then it gets stuck, and it won't fill up this tank anymore. Then of course this tank's being piped over into this tank, which is full, and then the magmator stays full of lava, produces my 4.8 thousand FE a tick. I have the coal-powered one up here. That's looks like it's running right now for some reason. They kind of switch back and forth. Most of the time, the lava one has priority, it seems. This is kind of odd. I think this is probably the first time I've actually seen the Fernator run when it wasn't empty. But anyway, got an inner chest with coal. It's being fed from the storage drawers. I'll show that in just a little bit. I haven't done anything else in here yet. This is where I'll put things like this, where I'm pretty much out of sight, out of mind. Once I set it up, I never have to really look at it again. That's what this compact machine will be for. I got the big observatory. I haven't finished the astral sorcery constellations yet, but I've got it so I can finish them. Let's see what else we got. Of course, I got this here. If you want if you want to grow crystals, you need these, man. The crystals just take forever to grow, and literally you can put them down and turn them so that they're like this, so the cables will connect to the little red dot ends to each other, and then just put you a vibration chamber, throw some coal in it. I think it takes about 8 coal to grow a stack of crystals, so not bad. I'll hook this up to a more of an automated setup once I get some more of the applied energistics put into play. I built my upgraded my pressure chamber to a bigger one. It's still using the same mechanics, just kind of moved around a little bit for a little more cleanliness. It's still doing power of 9 coming out of that, so that this is set on 9 and turns it off. And this is another the coal ender chest feeding the same air compressor. Works. This is the kind of the xnet automation I was talking about doing with the energizing orb. What I have in here is I've got the input and output barrels. You can do them in the same one. I just did it this way because I don't know, it makes more sense to me. I have this over here is the extract from the energizing orb, extracts everything, sticks it in the output barrel. This is the first group of extracts that we have here. It's coming from the input barrel, and it's just set to extract whatever might be in there, and it's filtering. You have to make sure you put max of 1 in the destination, or else it'll try to stuff more in there. But these are all the objects that only take 1 item and produce 1 item that I drop into this run here. The next extract run that I have going on is the one that takes the gold and the iron and makes the what is it called? The energized steel. And then this last one here is the one where it pulls the nether star, the redstone block, and the block of blazing crystal to make the nitro crystals. And as long as I only am doing one of these segments, it works fine. Like I can come over here and drop a stack of each of these in here, and it'll cycle through one at a time until they're all done. Or I can come in and drop a stack of gold, stack of iron, and it'll cycle. Like I said, you just need to make sure that the max of 1 is in there. That's the reason why I have 3 of the connectors on the energizing orb, so that I have 3 spots in order to set 1 object in. So that's how my automation is working. Can't come in and throw, a stack of blaze rods and then a stack of gold and iron in there, because then it'll get confused. And I couldn't figure out a better way to fix that without having multiple energizing orbs. So this is the way I fixed it with just one. I just know not to craft all of them together. I've expanded my drawers out, moved all of my comb into compacting drawers so that I can pull out the blocks and process blocks at a time. There's more of them back here. We'll go over some more of this other stuff here in a minute. And there's some more there, and then the rest are over here. I've got two more left up there that I haven't filled in, and I think I'll need 1 or either 2 more. It depends on if I was thinking about setting the Starry Bee up in one of the houses so that she can make the starry comb. I don't know if I'll have a need for it, but it's there, and I'm considering it. This is connected to the drawers back here. I have the filtered link cables on the chest, and then there's also a filtered link cable. Move this block out of the way. Right here, he's left at priority of 0 on the drawer controller, and then all of these are set at priority of 5 because this says smaller goes first. So having a priority of 0, if there's a drawer for it, it goes there. If not, then it goes into one of my 4 big drawers or 4 big barrels that I have here. These inside drawers are where I'm putting processed materials. So I'm sure that eventually I'll need to expand and make more, but that's my storage. This got expanded a little bit. Maybe I don't remember what all I had here before, but this is how it's set up now for smelting and things of that nature. Cleaned up in the Britannia area a little bit over here. Got my runic altar thing here. I just come over and throw the stuff in the hopper, so it just makes it easier to drop the stuff. It also makes it easier for when I get ready to automate it. I'll just probably have an ender chest here connected to AE2 or connected to my applied energistics to just drop things and auto craft in here if I need it. I don't know if I'm going to yet. Got the botanical brewery. This is a good thing. If you're wanting to do any of the Gaia fights or any fights where you might want regeneration, these are 2 of the best pendants you can make, and you need the botanical brewery to make them. This one gives you regen 2 all the time, and this one gives you resistance 2 all the time, and they just run. They need mana, so you'll need a mana tablet or a mana ring or something to power it. This is the input one from where the kekis are linked to this one and feeding into this pool, and then this has the spark augment that feeds all the rest of them, keeps all the pools full. A few things here for blood magic. Now, you probably, if you watch my other videos, and you notice that the altar stuff out here is gone. It's all underneath. I have it. You can see the outer edges of it here it expands 1 block larger than the tier 5 altar. And we'll go over here and I'll drop down in the floor and show it off down here. The way that that I have it done is I've got the 6 wood paths out each side, or the three rows of path out each side, then the 2 stone, then the 2 worn stone, and then the 2 rows of obsidian ones. The obsidian ones you cannot craft. I found those whenever I went to the outer world to get the tau root and the tau the tau stuff to make the bloodstones. But this has oak wood all the way out to the edge, with leaves on top all the way out to the edge, and then there's 4 pools of blood in here, and or life essence. There's a block of grab me an empty bucket here. Show. There's just a wood block there. I don't know if this wood block matters, except for you do need something to push this blood up, because it counts as 12 blocks like this. There's 8 around the edges, and then 4, well, actually it may count as 13, but I know that it seems like it increases the point score to 12 each time you put one down. But what that does, you notice up there, it gives me a 300% bonus, which is the maximum you can have whenever you have the obsidian pass out there. So I get the maximum boost from this on my whenever I do the self. Whoa, jetpack's too fast. Turn it off. Put this in here. Put my bucket back up. We'll get my sacrificial knife out. I recently pulled all the blood out of this and put it into my orb, just so I could show here. So you can see up there, it shows that my altar holds 103 buckets. And that's because I have 4 of the augmented capacities, and then a bunch of the others are just regular capacities. But it got me up to 103, and with all the runes and with the bonus that I have, I also still have, you notice I still have regen too. I still have the flower underneath there that's being fed mana from out there. You can actually see the spark there kind of flickering every once in a while. There he is. But anyway, whenever I use a sacrificial knife, I get 100 buckets of blood from one sacrifice. So I think it's working out quite well. And just stand here a minute and then regen. And also you can see that my knife is already recharged and ready to do it again. This is my blood magic altar setup for right now. If you're going to automate it, and I may have to in the future, I don't know what the future holds in this pack, but if you have to automate it, then the Well of Suffering is the best way to go. But this is, I don't know, this work was an interesting thing to complete or do myself. Down here I've got this little setup. These are the main blocks I've had so far that I've had to use to convert with the pure daisies. And what I did was set up the this thing away. Set up these chisel stone bricks in this fashion here, and the reason I do that is because I just take the building gadget and come over here, and as you can see, I've got some black concrete in my inventory. I prepared that already. So I'll come over here and do a shift right click on him. So he selected the black concrete. I have it set to do surface, place on top, range of 15. And then I just come here to where the middle is somewhere, one of these 4 middle blocks, and right click it, and it puts them all down. And we'll just wait the 1 minute it takes while they change. I'll talk about this. These are my 2 ender chests. This one is coming from the mob farm. I think I have the mob farm turned off right now. This is the one that's got all my combs coming in from my apiaries. You can see the combs are just kind of constantly flowing in. All of my bees are in apiaries. The ones with the blocks, I have one tier 4 apiary. And so I've got 8 bees in there that are the ones that I need the most of the materials, although I'm getting pretty close to needing to change them out. I'm getting too many comb for right now. We'll talk about the rest of that in a minute. Here's my Blackstone. So now I'll do FTB Ultimine, get that stack up, turn around here, get my polished Blackstone stack, and then do rinse and repeat. And now those will make the Skystone. We'll put that away. While the Skystone is converting over there, I of course have this pulling honey out, making the honey blocks. The honey blocks go into a drawer. I think it's a 256 stacks. I'm hoping to see that this will just back up. This is what pulls the ingredients or whatever the process materials out and puts it in the inventory. This is of course, the Elite Centrifuge. This thing is awesome. I love it. The way that I have it set for input. Do I have anything over here I kind of need? Not really. Yeah, we'll do some ice. What I do whenever I need something, I come here, change my filter out to whatever I need, flip the lever on for a second, flip it off. Now I've got 6 stacks that are processed. I can leave it on and let it process for a while if I need to, but normally I just come over whenever I need something, tell it to process 6 stacks, and it just stick it all in there. Oh, look, we got our Skystone now. Cool. Just ultimine that up, and that's how you do a stack at a time of processing the Skystone and stuff, or doing living wood, living stone. And got a couple of machines from Thermal. I take a look at the quest logs over here. I went ahead and crafted all the Thermal stuff. I didn't. It just basically stand in front of the crafting table and make things for a little while. So I went ahead and finished that one. I've finished the Blood Magic. I've finished the Astral Sorcery. I've finished the Britannia. For the Gaia Guardian's head, you have to use the Elementium Axe, I think is what it is. Yeah, right here, the Elementium Axe. So it comes with I think it's a 7% chance to be hit or something like that of any mob that can drop a hit. It gives you the biggest chance of it, and that is boosted by fortune. And since my enchanting table over there was able to do a level 80 enchant, I got fortune 6, as you can see on there. So I literally got the head the first time I killed the Gaia Guardian with it. I did fight the Gaia Guardian twice. The first time I didn't realize how fast the chakrams were going to kill it in the blender. I set up a big hole in the end. In fact, I guess let me stop and drop off this Skystone here. We can run out to the end real quick and I'll show you what I mean by the chakram blender. I did turn off requiring hunger for the telepastries myself. I'm sorry with the high, I mean, look at this. Look at the saturation just from these salads. Funny. Um, with the high saturation foods in this game, and especially, a lot of folks get the Oreo bees and stuff. There's no way in hell I'm gonna wait around to be hungry to use a telepastry. But anyway, this is what I did for the Gaia Guardian fight. Because of these walls like this, whenever you throw the chakrams, and I know I'm going to anger some Endermen here because they do it, but I'll just grab out the chakrams that I use because you can stack them up to 6. I lost one somewhere apparently, but when you stack them up to 6 and then you just throw them around in here, they just notice how they bounce around everywhere. and then they'll eventually, so they become a, I figured you were going to get mad. But anyway, this is the shotgun blender, and as long as you hit the walls, I was hitting kind of on the down there a while ago, but as long as you hit the walls, you can see them bouncing all around, creating all kind of mayhem. So basically, it makes it a lot easier to kill the Gaia Guardians using this. Highly recommend it if you're going to try to do it. Once you beat them the first time, make a Rod of the Unstable Reservoir, because this one right here allows you to fight all the mobs that that he spawns in between his first and second attacks. Come over here and go back. I don't think I have anything else I want to go over. This is just your typical processor configuration setup for Applied Energistics. Before I set up my entire network and get everything cabled in, I just come over here and throw stacks of items in this interface here, the little one on the back, and it basically processes them all and then dumps them back in here. It's kind of like being able to process them without having to have the patterns and all that stuff configured yet. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Have any questions about any of this stuff that I've showed here and would like, ask them in the comments below. But other than that, have a good one.